End of the second period, Steelers with a 2-0 lead, aggregate 5-4, but I think it's only right to start by saying we wish all the very best to Mika Viekman, who was stretchered off in the middle of that period after being ran by John Armstrong. Armstrong getting a 5+ game misconduct penalty for interference. We've got to talk about it, guys. It's emotional, it's an emotive subject, but for me that was deliberate all day long, and it was a tactic that Steelers tried last night, and it's paid off for him today.
Thanks for coming to me first. No, obviously I just echo your thoughts at the beginning there. You know, it's never nice to see that horrible situation, one of the worst I've seen for a long time, to be fair. And you could see that it clearly affected our players after that incident. I've got no qualms about what their player did, why he did it, and the call. And I find it hilarious in a pathetic way that their coach can laugh that penalty off in a way that he thinks that that's the wrong call. Because how can it not be the wrong call when your netminder flat out, looked like he was out cold from where I was sat. And funnily enough, they didn't re-show that on the screen, which, the goal that got disallowed, they shown on the screen about 5,000 times. Well, it doesn't matter what you show on the screen, lads, ladies. It's what's called on the ice. But horrible situation. Doesn't surprise me from a Paul Thompson team. And the main thing is that Mika is hopefully all right, because there's more. Health is more important than sport.
Yeah, I'm probably going to struggle to find all the right words, because me at the best of times I struggle to form a sentence about things like that. But this is just to be here and to see that situation unfolding. It's awful. It is absolutely terrible. I also think it was deliberate. I think we've seen a lot of Steelers players getting far too close to Mika Viekman, and we saw it, like you said, Jono, we saw a lot of it last night. Some of that, unfortunately, I would have to put at the foot of our defencemen. Those Steelers players should not be getting in a position to be touching our netminder. I know it's difficult to, when there's an obvious, there's an obvious ploy to interfere with the netminder, and it's really difficult to be clearing them out for a whole 60 minutes. But you've really got to do better than that. You really have got to do better than that. And this is now a really raw and intense game, and this could go. This could go very, very ugly in the next period. I really hope that Corey Nielsen has got a belter of a team talk up his sleeve, because after that all happened and Mika was stretched off, like you and Aaron have said, the team were obviously affected by it. There were simple things going past them. There were pucks that just weren't getting passed into the right places. The pucks getting passed straight at Steelers players. It can't not affect them, because they've just seen, one of their mates, the most important man on the team, stretchered off. You don't want to see it, his wife was down there, coming down to hold his hand, and that's made me feel emotional, and I'm not even on the team. So,
all right,
it's just ridiculous.
Breathe.
Yeah.
I don't really think I can add too much to what Tina and Aaron have said. The act speaks for itself. It's there in black and white. We saw it on the video screen in the arena for 4 or 5 times. It's just a low, dirty play by instigated probably by a coach that has used it in his playbook all his career, when he was at Coventry or whether he was at Sheffield as he is now. So I had my fears that Mika was going to be number one target for Sheffield, and sadly those fears have come true. So it's really, really hard for everyone. I feel sorry for the players. They've seen one of their mates stretching off the ice in a really, really, really bad way, and it's going to be really tough for them to get themselves mentally prepared to win an ice hockey game in the third period. But I wish them the very best of luck, and if we did win this game, it would be one of the sweetest victories that I can remember in my many, many years of watching ice hockey.
I mean, the only thing I would say about that is, unfortunately now, Dan Green, this is his third game, and that's not even, he's not even been a starting netminder this season. This is his third game all season, because he's been let down by a lack of any kind of rotation. The team don't, the organisation don't seem to have the confidence in him to be able to carry us through the games. And now all of a sudden Dan Green is in this position where this is the most important game of the season, and he's got to try and carry us through the next 20 minutes. And he's just not had the game time. I don't know if he's got it in him. God, will he become an instant hero? But that's an awful lot to put on a man who's only seen ice for 2 other games this season. But good luck to him. All the bloody luck to him.
I suppose the positive is we're still a goal ahead. We're going into the final 20 minutes. We are still 5-4 in the lead on aggregate. It's very much stacked against us now, I think.
Very much so.
But can we do it?
Yeah, we can do it. I'll be honest. After seeing that, and I think Tina, described it very well. After seeing, Mika's wife, bawling and being just so upset and worried about her husband, then do you know what? I don't really care if we don't do it, because there's bigger things that's happened here today, and do you know what? Their fans will love it if they win it, and they will say that they're the best team since sliced bread and all this. I could swear them, but I won't. But all that, bar stools and all that lot. And do you know what? I don't care. But we can do it. We can do it, and I just hope that they try their best. They give it everything that they've got. And do you know what? If we get a goal, then I'll still say we'll win.
Yeah, we've got to do something in this period that we've failed to do in the last 2, and that is put the puck in the back of the Steelers' net. We have got to put the puck past Mustakovs to give ourselves any chance of coming through this. We had a cushion. We've watched it all but get eroded. But now we need to do what we can to retain and improve on what we have. We have got to score. We really have. There's no other way past it, because we cannot defend a 1-goal lead for 20 minutes. It's just not going to happen.
I think we can win it. It would be a really, really big third period that's needed from the players, and we've got to give Green protection. The defence has got to be absolutely watertight, and we've got to score. We've got to find a way to score, because I don't think if we don't score again in the third period, I can't see us winning this game. But Aaron's right. There is more important things to life than sport. You've got to wish Mika Vietman all the best. Hope that he makes a speedy recovery, and hope that the severity of the injury isn't quite as bad as it looked. But it would be a great win. If we won this one, it would be incredible. But if Sheffield get there, personally, I think it's a hollow victory for them. They'll whoop it up, and they'll be euphoric over it. But at what price? At what price? Will they win at any cost? Because it seems like it.
All right, guys, we'll leave it there. The third is probably starting in the next few minutes. Thanks for joining us once again. We'll be back with a post-game analysis after the final hooter.